You probably do not need another money challenge. You do not need to stop buying coffee forever, move into an empty room, or own 3 shirts and a wooden spoon. You probably need something much simpler. You need fewer things competing for your money. Because every purchase does more than reduce your bank balance. It can add another bill, another decision, another object to maintain, another reason to work, and another thing taking up space in your head. That is the real cost of owning too much. And today, we are going through 7 minimalist money rules that are not about deprivation. They are about buying less, so you can keep more of what money is supposed to buy you in the first place: time, options, and peace. The first rule is the one that changes everything. Stop asking, "Can I afford this?" Start asking, "What will this purchase make harder?" You can technically afford a $70 jacket and still decide it is not worth 3 extra hours of work, a smaller debt payment, or delaying your emergency fund. Can I afford it? Is a yes or no question. It gives your brain permission to stop thinking, "What will this make harder?" Forces you to see the trade-off. That $70 jacket is not just $70. It might be one less grocery trip, one less debt payment, or one less step toward having cash available when something goes wrong. Minimalism begins when you stop judging purchases only by their price and start judging them by what they take away. Rule number 2, put time between wanting and buying. Online stores are designed to make the gap between desire and payment as small as possible. You see something, tap something, and receive a confirmation before your common sense has even opened the app. So create your own gap. For small wants, wait 24 hours. For bigger purchases, wait 48 hours or longer. Put the item on a list instead of putting it in your cart. You are not telling yourself never. You are telling yourself not yet. That difference matters. Never feels like punishment. Not yet gives you control. And here is the part most people discover. Many purchases feel urgent for 20 minutes and completely ordinary 2 days later. Waiting does not remove joy from buying. It removes panic, pressure, and regret. Rule number 3, buy for utility, not status. Utility means the purchase solves a real problem. It keeps you warm, saves you time, helps you work, improves your health, or brings lasting enjoyment. Status means the purchase is mainly trying to communicate something about you. The problem with status spending is that the audience is usually temporary. You buy the car, the phone, the outfit, or the home upgrade. People notice for a moment, then they get used to it. But you keep paying. The goal is not to feel guilty about nice things. The goal is to ask one honest question. If nobody else could see this, would I still want it? If the answer is yes, that may be genuine value. If the answer is no, you may be renting approval from other people at a monthly cost. Rule number 4, use the one-in, one-out rule. When you bring in a new item, an old item leaves. New pair of shoes? Choose an old pair to donate or sell. New kitchen gadget? Remove the gadget it is replacing. New subscription? Cancel one you no longer use. This rule does 2 things at once. It limits clutter, and it forces you to acknowledge that every new purchase needs somewhere to live. Without a boundary, your home quietly becomes a storage unit for old decisions. And the more stuff you own, the harder it becomes to notice what you are still buying. You do not need a perfect minimalist home. You need a home that makes your spending visible. Rule number 5, add friction to the places where you overspend. Friction is anything that makes an unwanted purchase slightly less automatic. Delete shopping apps from your phone. Remove saved payment details. Unsubscribe from promotional emails. Stop browsing stores when you are bored. Do not use shopping as a way to recover from a difficult day. These actions sound small, but convenience works in both directions. If buying is effortless and saving requires a decision every payday, buying will usually win. So make saving automatic and spending intentional. You are not weak for needing boundaries. Grocery stores use layouts, lighting, music, discounts, and product placement to influence behavior. Online stores use countdowns, recommendations, and one-click checkout. The answer is not heroic willpower. The answer is making the better choice easier to repeat. Rule number 6, make the gap visible. Money that disappears into one checking account can feel available even when it already has a job. Create visible separation between spending money and freedom money. That could mean an emergency fund, a sinking fund for annual bills, a debt payment account, or automatic contributions to a retirement account. The specific system can vary. The principle is simple. Give your future priorities somewhere to live before your present wants spend everything. When the money is visible, progress becomes more satisfying than shopping. A growing savings balance gives you something a purchase cannot: options. It can help you handle a car repair without panic. It can give you time to change jobs. It can stop one unexpected bill from becoming expensive debt. That is not boring. That is freedom becoming measurable. And rule number 7 is the most important. Use money to buy back your life. The point of buying less is not to win a competition against people who own more. The point is to create a larger gap between what you earn and what your lifestyle requires. That gap can buy time. It can buy flexibility. It can buy the ability to say no to work that is damaging you, leave room for your family, take a break, or handle a crisis without immediately reaching for a credit card. This is why minimalism is not really about objects. It is about reducing how much your life depends on constantly earning more. You are allowed to buy things you love. You are allowed to enjoy restaurants, hobbies, travel, clothes, and technology. But when every purchase is automatic, your money starts making decisions for you. Buy less where the purchase adds noise. Spend freely where it adds genuine value. The goal is not the smallest life. It is a life where your money supports your priorities instead of quietly replacing them. So, before your next unplanned purchase, pause and ask, will this make my life lighter, or will it give me one more thing to manage? If it is genuinely useful, buy it deliberately. If it is trying to solve boredom, stress, insecurity, or comparison, give the feeling time to pass. Because every dollar you do not spend is not just a dollar saved. It is a small piece of future freedom you decided to keep. Next, we are looking at what Benjamin Franklin teaches us about money and why one of his simplest habits still works today. Subscribe to Penny Logic for simple, visual, personal finance without the guilt, the jargon, or the spreadsheets.